Hello. Friend.
A rule and jive it. It may not hurt, but then again it may. Drugs are like that too, you know. Drugs are like that too, I know, no. Drugs are like that too.
How come you know so much? About what? About drugs and stuff. Oh, a lady came to us.
Okay, everyone knows shooting speed is deadly. But some people take speed pills in excess or sniff meth crystals just for kicks. Even on Dexies and up pills, you can lose your looks, personality, health, get jittery, used up, lose your mind, even your life, fast. Needle or pills, speed's a drug that plays rough.
You can change the world, or you can cop out with drugs. If you're thinking about drugs, think about this. What do you do when the music stops? Where are you then? Where are you then? When you've dropped full blown on all the mountain tops. Where are you then, my friend? What do you see when your pupils contract? When you're out in the alley after your act, and you're not quite whole, and the straight world's intact. Where are you then, my friend? You can choose to change the world, but for that you need your head, straight and in the right place. If you choose drugs instead, where are we then, my friend? Where are we then?
Hallucinogens are drugs that seriously distort the way our amazing minds perceive reality. They can even make a person see and hear things that don't really exist. LSD is a powerful hallucinogen that produces a variety of effects. The behavior of a person who's taken LSD is unpredictable. There have even been a few reports of LSD users actually believing that they could fly.
Summer ganja planter, call me the ganja farmer. Deep down in the earth, me put the ganja. Babylon come and light it at a fire, me a chant. Yes, I'm a ganja planter, call me the ganja farmer. Deep down in the earth, me put the ganja.
I wanna get high, so high. 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 One draw.
Yep, he's on the moon all right. I've got to go after him.
We're here. Oh, come on, Ray.
A lot of people expect that maybe Mark Cutback Davis or Bob Jungle Death Gerard would take the honors this year.
Oh, those guys are fast!
Less than.
Oh, you should be coming on pretty soon, dude. How much do you smoke? This will be a little demonstration of that. Listen up. That was my skull. I'm so wasted. Oh, man. What is this stuff? Doesn't that stuff cause brain damage? Only if you take it, like, every day for a month. Bitchin'.
On stage, what am I trying to accomplish? Okay, here's the story. There's one time we played, we were playing at the old Fillmore, and it was after Bill Graham wasn't running it anymore. So there was some independent, like a hippies, some hippies, local hippies, rented it for some cause or another or whatever. Anyway, we were playing there. It was but Bill wasn't running it. So it was a little bit strange, and there like some weird bands were playing on the same bill with us, like maybe. Like at that time, say like the Flaming Groovies or somebody like, you know what I mean? Some of the bands that were happening back at that time, this like the late 60s, or the late 60s. So this guy who was like sort of a famous freak and that ran around the scene in those days, comes in and he's got this big birthday cake. He's got this huge big birthday cake. You know, I'm looking at it thinking, that thing has got to be dosed. I just know this sucker. I know it's dosed. You know, I'm looking at it and looking at it and thinking, yeah, that's I'm sure it's done. And then I said, but it looked good. You know, it was beautiful. This beautiful big. You know, so I thought, well, I'll just take a little of the frosting here. You know, just you know. I'll just take a little snack. So I took this, and then somebody comes in and says, yeah, we put about 800 hits of acid in that frosting, you know, and I go, oh God, you know, oh, Jesus Christ, I'm going to be totally fucking wiped out with this, you know. And by this time, I didn't really enjoy playing, you know, under the influence of psychedelics, because I didn't have the freedom to quit if I wanted to. It wasn't really that much fun to play when you don't have the option. You know, when you don't have options. So I mean, it wasn't something I was looking forward to. And so I'm sitting there and I'm waiting to play, and we're going later. It gets getting later and later and later, and I'm coming on. Now I'm going on. I feel the place is swimming, and I start to hear the overhear people. You know, and I'm going off in this paranoid space. I'm thinking, God, this place is full of mafia guys, and they're all trying to kill me, you know. I got that notion in my head, you know. This guy comes in, he looks exactly like a mafia guy, you know. He says, here, you want something to drink? And I look at poison, you know. No thanks, you know. It's like everybody is armed to the teeth. They're all trying to kill me, okay. So I'm waiting there to go on, oh, shit, this is it. This is my last night on Earth, you know. I'm convinced of this now. Yeah, still in this psychedelic roar, you know. And so we're going out on stage, you know, to go play, and I'm going out there and I'm thinking, oh God, you know, Jesus, what have I done to deserve this? You know, I'm going to go out there and play, and they're going to fucking kill me, you know. You know. So the only thing I could think of to do was I said, okay, I'm just going to play for my life. I'm going to play for my life. That's what I'm going to do, you know. And so I played for my life, and they let me live. Ever since then, you know, I mean, you know, ever since then I thought that works, you know, for me, is to play for my life, you know. So, you know, you know, when I forget what I'm doing or why I'm doing it, I play for my life.
Did with Jerry Garcia, the lead guitarist of the Grateful Dead, in California, in Northern California.
That's all right, Mama. Anyway, that's all right. That's all right. That's all right now, Mama. Anyway.
Jerry Garcia met the Hells Angels in the middle 60s when writer and counterculture hero Ken Kesey had them all over to his place for a party.
There's not too many people you meet that you can, like, say, wow, there's somebody who's, like, you know, really serious about what they're doing, whatever they're doing, you know. Like, there's a lot of people who are doing things halfway or talking about doing things. But Hells Angels are people who are real serious about what they're doing. They're doing it for
What
keeps.
about if what they're, but what about if what they're doing is antisocial? You know, the general image.
Well, what isn't antisocial, man? Let's start from there, you know. I think this is an antisocial society. You know, I think the world is antisocial.
The Oakland Tribune headlines for the year that Sonny Barger went to prison. The horror stories they told about the Hells Angels on an almost daily basis. Wild allegations, sometimes sensationalism, other times, but some residue of truth, at least at some level. They aren't the 4-H Club, and they aren't the Boy Scouts of America. The Hells Angels are a motorcycle club that is generally known as an outlaw motorcycle club, and that has had numerous brushes with the law. Does any of those kinds of things affect the way you feel about them?
No, because I'm sort of an outlaw space myself, you know what I mean? I'm no heavy-duty outlaw, but, you know, I mean, I'm a bust. I've been busted. I've been in jail. You know, I know where all that stuff is at. And I'm doing that because I feel strongly enough about it to do it, and I don't care if I have to get popped for it. You know, there's might be a point where I would care. You know, I might not want to die, but I would be willing to get popped anyway. You know what I mean? It's like, it depends on how committed you are, but Hells Angels are committed on a very heavy level, and I can really appreciate that. You know what I mean?
Are you afraid of them ever?
Sure. Sure.
Why?
Because they're scary, man. You know, they're all big, you know, and strong and good in all the violent spaces. What does it take to go out on the stage, you know, and do some weird thing, you know? I mean, I know I go through all kinds of changes going on the stage, you know. You know, if I had to go out there and do something really weird, or weirder than what I'm doing, I couldn't pull it off. I couldn't do it, man. It'd be too weird.
Yeah. But this you ever completely freak on stage?
What does that mean? You mean lose my mind completely?
Yeah.
Yeah. But it doesn't matter.
That's a feeling.
Feels like when you lose your mind anyplace else.
Sounds good.
It just goes away, you know, it just goes away. I've gone through every conceivable kind of fantasy, playing on stage for 10 years in that high energy situation, you know, and high myself a lot of times, and you get dosed and stuff and find yourself totally wiped out. It's time to go. Yeah, because whatever you think you are, it doesn't have a whole lot to do with playing, you know.
Have you ever come while you're playing?
No.
Like some of the dancers around tell me they do.
Yeah, I suppose, but I never have, no. I mean, you know, I don't think that, it's just coming from a different place. It's not that chakra, right. You know, it's a different chakra. At least what I play is, it's coming from another place.
Mormons believe that Elohim is their heavenly father, and that he lives with his many goddess wives on a planet near a mysterious star called Kola. Here, the god of Mormonism and his wives, through endless celestial sex, produced billions of spirit children. To decide their destiny, the head of the Mormon gods called a great heavenly council meeting. Both of Elohim's eldest sons were there, Lucifer and his brother Jesus. A plan was presented to build planet Earth, where the spirit children would be sent to take on mortal bodies and learn good from evil.
shows Hunter's vision of an America gone rotten as seen through the eyes of Raoul Duke.
I think it's about time to get into the ether and the cocaine. My attorney was now fumbling with a salt shaker containing the cocaine, opening it, spilling it, then screaming and grabbing at the air as our fine white dust blew up and out across the desert highway. Oh, Jesus, he moaned. Did you see what God just did to us? God didn't do that, I shouted. You did it. You're a narcotics agent.
I'd like to ask you why you use drugs.
Different drugs for different things. Right now, I think it's in my interest, in ours, perhaps, maybe the interest of the greater good for me to smoke a joint and calm down. It's been demonstrably proven that temper tantrums are not the best way to do interviews, and probably my life will be easier and yours too if I smoke a joint. Now, if I were to sit here in a fit of anger and you saw me eating acid, if I were you, I'd leave with all the equipment, because that cranks it up even worse.
The important thing in Hunter's life actually is seeing that great country, that amazing sort of rolling place, go down the drain. The drugs play a part in it. It's only another way of twisting the mental image, if you like. I don't know, maybe he actually needed something maybe to speed himself up to keep it going. In a way, it's a kind of a dedication, just in order to see what he wanted to see.
What are we marking?
9/6
Oh, no, God. Help us, Jesus. Why does this happen at the end? Oh.
Okay, right now we are on schedule. It says here, Jerry Garcia.
It's magic. Magic, that's all. I have a general fascination with the bizarre. There are things in this world that are really weird.
water? Won't you try just a little bit more? Won't you try just a little bit harder? Won't you try just a little bit more?
intermission time. And during the next 10 minutes, we invite you to visit our refreshment stand located in the center of the drive-in.
During the next 10 minutes, you're invited to visit the refreshment stand, where you'll be greeted with fast, friendly service. You'll find hot dogs, juicy hamburgers, and mouth-watering delicious pizza. There are refreshing hot and cold beverages, ice-cold cola, and orange drink. Goes great with an order of crispy French fries. Then there's a wide selection of your favorite candies and other delicious snacks. And there's always a fresh batch of hot buttered popcorn to go with the rest of the show. So visit the refreshment stand now during this 10-minute intermission and add to your enjoyment of the movie. We're happy to have you with us tonight and hope you'll come back often.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
God, do not touch because it may kill you.
He's right here watching us
There it is.
filming
All right.
Gumby on the guitar.
Let's get the light right.
Here, Charles. Operate!
Great.
Operate Gumby! Operate Gumby now.
We're going to
Open wide!
Really any bit.
It's film.
See, we'll get your head out of there.
If we had the proper bit, we could.
You need to have a tooth. Oh, my tooth, Mr. Bill. My tooth is just killing me. Look at that. Oh, it just hurts. It hurts so much. We're going to put him in there. Wait a minute. We'll fix his tooth. Go. What the hell do they use this thing for? I'll show you. Step on it, man. Step on it. All yours. Step on it, man. Hey, Gumbo. You have like a little mouth. He's hiding from the drill. Can't drill through plastic, can we? We'll polish them. We can't drill, we'll polish.
No.
Gumbo takes the drill and goes after Mr. Bill. And then he turns it off. This is a dangerous goddamn thing, you know. You could hurt somebody with this.
I can turn the light off.
You gotta unplug everything.
Oh no, leave it plugged in. We're not done with this yet.
Hi, I'm Dr. Laura.
And I'm Matthew.
And this is We Changed Our Minds podcast.
This volume of STARWINDS Trips is brought to you by the We Changed Our Minds podcast. Coming up, Season 2. We've got all kinds of special things in store for you. Usual listener call-ins, all your favorite topics related to counterculture, addiction, recovery, harm reduction, psychedelics, consciousness, and more. Season 2, we've got some very special guests in store for you, including Roni Stanley, John Kadlicek, and more. So stay tuned and turn on the We Changed Our Minds podcast. We changed our minds. How about you?
The head fits well.
This episode of It's Bobby Weir Action Doll. Devilishly handsome and always a cowboy tune and a second set rocker. It's Bobby Shorts, Bobby Weir Action Doll.
And now it's his turn.
He moves, he tells stories, and even knock-knock jokes.
More fun in a frog and a glass of milk.
Now you too can be an estimated prophet or a saint of circumstance.
He spits, he rocks, he goes home with your girlfriend. It's Bobby Weir, Bobby Shorts Action Doll. Fun for all ages. Comes with a blue eyes eye, cut off jorts, white tube socks, and a bottle of Nair hairspray. Fanny pack, Jerry stash, and other accessories sold separately. Love is real, not fade away. So turn your love light on and leave it on. Vampire's Chief, Lost Sailor, Cocaine Disco, and Skippy the Hobo Bobby, also available on Shakedown Street. Collect all 5. And out now, wherever Bobby Shorts dolls are found, Captain Trips, Pigpen, and Red Kilowatt. Now you too could be playing in the band. And coming soon, 1974 Jerry. Comes with a pack of Camels, Zap comic book, guitar pick, and 2 joints. So come on down and get yours today. Fun for all ages. And remember, love is real, not fade away. So turn your love light on and leave it on.
Hold on, son. I'm coming.
In here, Dad. Hurry. Hurry, Dad. Look out! They're only pretending to be
friendly public service announcement from Jerry Garcia.
Yeah, everybody, try to be nice to everybody else, okay?
That was another friendly public service announcement from STARWINDS Trips. Now back to your regularly scheduled programming. And remember, kids, users are losers. Say no to drugs.
Hey, you wanna get high, man?
This how they do, they got wooden balls, man?
I got a joint here, man. I've been saving for a special occasion.
Wow, man. That's some heavy shit, man. Hey, man. Am I driving okay?
I think we're parked, man.
God damn, I was in that shit, man. I never had no dope like that before in my life, man. That's the heaviest shit I ever smoked, man. I mean, I smoked a lot of shit before, man. But goddamn, man, that's heavy shit.
You okay?
I can't breathe.
What's the matter?
I can't breathe, man.
Well, here. Hey, man. Hey, I got something to mellow you out, man. You're just freaking out. Here.
I never smoked no shit like that before.
Take these.
What?
Man. Take these. This will mellow you out, man.
What is that, man?
Just take them, man. Hey, don't take those, man.
What?
I almost gave you the wrong shit, man.
Hey, man, I already took them, man. Hey, what do you mean?
Wow, man.
Hey, what was that shit, man?
You just ate the most acid I've ever seen anybody eat in my life.
Hey, man, I never had no acid before, man.
Just hope you're not busy for about a month.
Shit, I'm gonna die, man. That stuff's gonna make me die, man.
No, that's good acid.
Hey, man, I never had it before, man. That's gonna make me die. Well, it's gonna make me freak out, man. Yeah, I seen those guys that walk around my neighborhood had too many acid, man. Their head looked like a pumpkin like that, man.
Out, relax. Hey, mellow out, man. Now just go, oh.
What?
Do it, man. Oh.
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 Oh, shit.
Mellow.
Oh, man.
Mellow. Here. You better now, man?
Yeah.
Mellow?
Yeah.
Feel alright, huh?
You ever find yourself in a precarious drug-related situation? Facing questions that you know not the answers to? You ever think to yourself, I have nowhere to turn for such answers? Strange questions like, are these drugs illegal in this country? Or help with simple math equations like, now did that scale say micrograms or milligrams? Did that last acid trip leave you facing big questions about your place in the physical universe, or wondering if your pet hamster really could see the color of your thoughts? Or the beloved classic, am I too high, man? Am I ever gonna come down?
1-833, I am too high.
That's right. Call now for your opportunity to have your questions read on the air by our team of completely unprofessional, not trained, and likely very stoned drug experts. 1-833, I am too high. Until then, put on some good music, relax, and breathe.
Still
friend.